Hi everyone, Yacca here. So we're back on the achievements, and this time we're doing Mage. Actually, in order to complete the achievements for Mage in the Titans expansion, I opted in. I tried to figure out could I do it with one deck like I've done with the other achievements, but we ended up on two, and those two will be in the description below. But there's actually quite a pitfall in one of the achievements, which is formulated in a way where it doesn't actually make sense, but I'll tell you more about that later when we talk about the deck. And the achievements for Mage, all done. Alright, so the first deck is the worst of the two, but I always try to do standard meta decks and get them as close to possible to something that you can climb with and also manage the achievements, to do the achievements. And the first one is not that great. It's kind of 50-50, but if you are at a rank floor, if you are somewhere where your rank doesn't mean all that much, this might be the deck to use there, and not the other one, which is definitely much more competitively viable. But the first one is, as you can see below, over here, off the chain, which is that you want to draw with your Unchained Gladiator. And for that one to work, you need a lot of elementals. And that actually kind of eases into a Burn Mage strategy, except that Burn Mage usually has all the skeletons, the undead approach to it. You also have Cold Case and this kind of stuff in here. But the way that you win is essentially through developing a bunch of elementals. You then get your Frozen Touch infused, and then you do like a massive burn towards the end. Either you have already Egwin played, and then the minions that you draw will have the spell power, or you generate your arcane bolts, allowing you to shoot with Vexillus multiple times, and that can sum up to a massive amount of damage. But it's not that competitively viable anymore, and therefore this is not the greatest list to climb with. It is viable, but it's not the greatest list. Some things to be aware of in here would be that you can also develop boards who kind of have a tempo approach. You can really, with Aqua Archivist, tempo out a lot of minions, and then the idea behind pushing out a lot of elementals is that then the subsequent turn you can draw through a lot of your deck through the Unchained Gladiator. So that's kind of the game plan. Push out a lot of stuff, get your Frozen Touches infused, build up your Arcane Bolts, and then do a massive burn towards the end, as the deck suggests. Keeps in the mulligan, I would usually go for. I've been surprised that Aqua Archivist is really amazing, but that one is really, really good. Prismatic Elementals get you some stuff as well. Arcane Realms is also good to start with. You will eventually, it's a very draw heavy deck, so eventually over the course of the game you will get through it, and you'll get all your combo pieces as well. I think that's enough said around it. I have a bit of gameplay, so you can see that one in action. I'll go through the other deck first, but then I will showcase both decks. This one first, and the last gameplay video will be of the deck I'll be introducing in a second. And for the last deck that you'll be using to complete the other two achievements, it's this one over here and the bottom one, Reading Rainbow, and this is my final form. Reading Rainbow is essentially you just need to play all the spell schools, and that is essentially what Rainbow Mage is meant to do. So if you have a long enough game, you will eventually end up having your Elemental Inspiration being cast for 7. Important to note, and that's not the one that was teasing, that's very important to know. But you need to summon all 7 for this one to take effect. This means that you need a clear board, and the 7, of course, vortexes. So worth to note, you need to play it on an empty board. And now for this is my final form. If you read out specifically the one, this is my final form, it is a little bit ambiguous, because use 3 of Norgannon's abilities at max power. It needs to be the 3 different, the 3 unique abilities at max power. That wasn't clear to me, and I realized that the hard way. Anyway, when you have done that, then you need to just make sure you track it's max damage, it's max spells, or secrets, it's max disruption, and then when you've done that, then you've completed this one. Of course, it's really difficult to have like Norganon is kind of a weak titan to have that on the board, but what I essentially ended up doing in a couple of games is then you, of course, you have Norganon, but over the course of the game, you have drawn both your reverberations, and then you drop an arcane spell, and then you discount them with Nashjar. This means that your reverberation will cost 2, Norganon 6, and then allowing you, it's not like an effective play, but it's a way to maybe cheat out the last ability when you need it. Over the course of the game, there's a chance you might get to it completely naturally, but that way you'll be able to play Norganon, use an ability, Reverberation, Norganon, usability, and then you do use the last reverberation, and then you have the maximum ability power of Norganon. So that's a trick for you, and don't be and really try to take care of tracking which of his abilities that you used. That was really annoying when I discovered that one. So I did 4 times instead of just 3. And I think just the deck there's plenty of videos on this as well, but just keep your cosmic boards. You want a little bit of early pressure. I like to keep like maybe an arcane worm. Depending on the matchup, you can use your arcane artificer. Cold case is a really good keep as well. And then you will draw into the rest. You need to make sure that you play your spell schools. This means also wait with Discovery of Magic until you played some of the ones that is naturally in your deck, like Frost, Arcane, and Fire. Maybe Reverberation is a little bit difficult because you really would like the right target for Reverberation, but that's fine. There's a little bit on the tips and tricks. Again, deck codes for these 2 decks are in the description. Let's have a look at the 2 different decks in action.
Celeste versus Gul'dan. What goes shall be mine.
The possibilities are endless.
I guess I like to draw. See if we can get like could turn 3 somehow.
You here for the tour?
But at least here we agree on the game plan, right? This gets me a 1 as well. Go. I guess I don't really need that one, but just to get the draw, I could then drop that one on turn 4, get those 2 out, and then draw 2 cards. Because I want to get to my burn strategy, which is Aegwynn and Vexillus. Maybe if I draw an Aqua Archivist, it's gonna be even better. It's a good one. Let's do this. Maybe we can draw the Molten Rune. Could do something. But fortunately, that is not the win condition. Draw 1, but let's get 2 more to the board. I guess this can be fine. It's gonna be 0 cost. Spell damage works. It's gonna be 2 cost. It's just burn. So let's go. Then we're gonna draw 2, and then probably the Arcane Worm. draw 2.
Not entertained.
3. Yeah, it's draw 1 and then draw on top of it. No, I kind of need to use that one. He's just gonna drop the Anubisath, then I guess I can clear with a star power. And then the final. Okay. Let's just develop a board again. And then we get another 2, 3. You know, it's not drawing. Let's just get this one because then we have it. And this one. How much damage are you going to 8? Then it's gonna be 12 on this one. It's gonna be with taunt and then a rush. I can play that one and then Molten Rune, just start to burn him down. I need to punch through it as such. Just one less. Two, and then this one, or let's see what we get out of this one. We are getting pretty close to lethal. I don't know if that's realistic, but it could be. Something for him to think about. Next turn.
Much to ponder.
I do have a ton of damage, right? Because then this is gonna be 5, 7, and then this is counted to 0. And that one. It's gonna be 6, 12, 16. If he doesn't heal, then just burn him.
For all I've given, I do my reward.
Me and my big mouth. But I guess then I have to do that one, right? Maybe I need to do something with Glacial.
Reality
It's never that easy.
woven.
Ping, and then he's just gonna revive it, which is gonna be annoying. But I guess it's what it is. No? Oh, that's a good one. Here, all the stuff we want. I got it from hand. And motion denied. We got it. Also, just this Unchained Gladiator. I'm continuously forgetting about that you draw one and then you draw another one. Fair enough, it's a bit of healing, but it's not gonna be enough.
Only the beginning.
I don't even need Lexless, right? But we can do it. It goes to Boom, boom, boom.
Celeste versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
The possibilities are
I guess volume up together with cosmic keyboard. I've seen some undead priests. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the one, but it's just control. Let's wait a little bit with that one. So this is a good matchup for trying to showcase the elemental inspiration, maybe even the Norganon. Let's just get that one out there. Because it's rather slow. See if we can find one nature. It may be this nature instead. This is nuts. Yeah, I know I'm boring. Let's wait, because it might end up that it's like both nature, shadow, frost, fire, all the stuff that I already have. Go to 6. And then back down to 5, so I'm going to have 9 cards in hand. Ugh, that's why I only run 1 volume up, because it's so clunky to have like 2. Oh, there's one you can buff here. Card draw. Oh, it's so boring. So let's see. More card draw. Yeah, I guess this is a little bit overkill. I'll just go for the card draw.
Do not look away.
Boom!
Who here can spell?
Oh, that's 4 damage. Nice.
Anybody?
And then it's gonna be a +1. It's okay. Maybe he'll coin the Nagaling. Maybe. Sure. So I'll be making a 2 and a 3 drop. That's fine. 2. Will we? I guess not, because then we need to do some weird stuff with the hand.
Do not look away.
It's just gonna be this one now. The arcane bolts are rather important because it's not gonna go above 35, but I still need Sif to be good. Okay. That's a little bit early to do. And actually that helps me out a little bit, doesn't it? I guess... yeah, I played Arcane.
Reality.
Draw. Could have pulled out that one. It's crazy. Sure. We'll just trade. There we go. Frost is pretty nice. It's also rather big. I've played Frost. So maybe I draw first in order to get a bigger minion. And then I can play this one. Kinda like let it seem like I top decked the spell. Could also... He is crazy.
Fascinating.
Dude. Hopefully that should be it then, right? Creation protocol, that one, and then another natural one, right?
Pick me! Pick me!
Quickly.
Let's see if I can find something. And he took my AoE. That scoundrel. Okay, fire could be one. Sure, I'll use this one. Clear. Oh, dude, that can really amount to a lot. Maybe that's a little bit risky.
So much to learn.
Just maybe we find one, right? Just a shadow spell. Draw one. And then I guess. Yeah, let's do this one. Perfect. That was a little bit lucky. Because I really don't want him to do like a power word chord. What's that word? I don't want him to get any more dirty reds. Essentially, that's just it. Up to 5. So I need 2 more. That is Holy and Fell. Should be offered at least one here. I have the other Discovery of Magic as well. Maybe we just lean into it. Like so, discover 1 here. Paladin minions. I guess we go for the fiddle. We do have another one, so we'll just apply some pressure and then let's see. And then if we draw the other Discovery of Magic, we just set it up. It's not too bad, it's okay. Hey, that's the one I needed. Dude, you need to do something about it because that's actually quite a bit of damage. And your control deck, come on.
We rise to the warmth of the sun.
That's okay. There we have one. Probably not gonna get there this turn. So Holy. Should probably play this one first. Yes. Let's just get a bit of armor here. And then if he does like Whirlpool, then we have this one. And just to show that it's possible to do. I can show it right here. Spell damage 3. Okay. And we go for 7. Get a rush one. Then I guess we use that one. Let's get a damage spell, maybe. It's kind of a damage spell, but this one is a little bit better. It's cheaper, and with Sif, it's gonna be plenty enough. Let's see how much healing he's gonna be dashing out. And he needs to clear, healing, clear. He needs to do a ton of stuff. I still don't have Sif.
Excuse for bad manners.
And it's not gonna save you. And you took all my what are they called? The mechs. Inquisitive Creation, that's the one. Sure. But it's not enough.
You have been.